Hi everyone, this is Dr. Funke Apalabi Brown, the founder of Restful Sleep MD. So have you ever been to a store where you see a toddler throw the biggest meltdown, or have you been the parent of said toddler where just saying they can't have that giant teddy bear in the store really just throws them off completely, and you're really at a loss for what to do? Sometimes that may be a sign of sleep deprivation. And so today I wanted us to talk about the differences between sleep deprivation in children as well as in adults. So sleep deprivation really just means that you're getting less than the recommended number of hours of sleep. So in adults, that's getting less than the 7 to 9 hours of sleep over a long period of time, while in children, it's more. So in teens, getting less than 8 hours of sleep, and in school age children maybe getting less than the 9 hours of sleep, and so on and so forth. The National Sleep Foundation has recommendations about how much sleep children and adults should be getting. The way sleep deprivation presents in children is different from adults. So in adults, you as a parent may feel very sleepy, may find yourself nodding off during periods when you're sedentary. While in children, it may be the complete opposite. They may seem to be overactive. They may seem to have moodiness or irritability. They may have more temper tantrums, or you may see them have this explosions, full-on explosions after slight provocation. Another thing you may see in them is that, again, they seem just really hyperactive. They're energetic. They don't seem to want to listen or follow through with instruction. You may also notice inattentiveness or difficulty really focusing on tasks. And so you may have to tell them things again and again and need to frequently redirect them. Sometimes you may see them feel sleepy, and so for a toddler, they may be fighting the naps, but maybe you put them in a car and go on a short car ride, and you notice that they're nodding off and falling asleep within moments. Another way you would see it, especially in our teenagers who are frequently sleep deprived, is that they are sleeping in on the weekends, and so really trying to play catch up on their sleep. And so it's not unusual that you'll see a sleep deprived teenager, say, waking up like noon on a Saturday or Sunday because they're really trying to catch up on their sleep. In adults, on the other end, the signs or symptoms of sleep deprivation you could see could be frequent yawning. They could be very groggy in the morning. They could also have issues with focusing on tasks and getting things done. You may see a decline in your productivity if you're sleep deprived. You may also have mood changes, feel more anxious or just feel more depressed. You may have difficulty with concentration. You may seem to lack a lot of energy and motivation. And then slow thinking is something else that you might see as a sign of sleep deprivation. Another important one is that you may find yourself dozing off when you're sedentary. Some of those may include maybe you're sitting down and watching TV, or an even more common one that we see in our teenagers and in adults is just falling asleep when driving. Drowsy driving is a common cause of road traffic accidents, and so that's something that you really have to be cautious about. So if you find that you're yawning a lot, you're rubbing your eyes, you're trying different things to stay awake when you're driving, the best thing to do is to just try to find a safe place to park and take a very short nap. That's really, really something that you have to pay attention to, because studies have shown that when you're sleep deprived, sometimes it's about the same as having a high blood alcohol level. So this is something we wouldn't be, if you're driving while under the influence of alcohol, you could get arrested. So because of the risk of causing an accident, so much more when you're drowsy driving. So we have to pay attention to those things. So really, sleep deprivation is something that we should be aware of, and knowing the symptoms in our children, in ourselves as adults, will help us to position ourselves in a place where we can ensure that we're getting the right amount of sleep for us as well as for our kids. Of course, sleep deprivation really is focusing again on the hours of sleep. There are other components of restful sleep which I've talked about in the past, and that includes the quality of sleep as well as the continuity of sleep. So you may see things like insufficient sleep or sleep deficiency, and that encompasses the quality, the quantity, the continuity of sleep. But sleep deprivation in of itself is the first step to try to address, to make sure that you're getting enough sleep. So I hope this has been helpful. If it has, I would love it if you like this video, if you share it with those in your circle, and if you subscribe so that when next a new video comes, you would be the first to know. Until next time, I hope you rest well.